Guys, I was in that shop till almost 4 a.m. Well, 3:30 a.m. last night. There's a lot of good about that 366 Pro, and there's a lot of damn bad. You know, as far as stock, it runs great. And I don't understand how it ran as good as it did. Not with a 94, 95 degree exhaust roof. That doesn't make any sense. That joker ran good, had good chain speed, and felt like it had good torque. How it did with a 94-ish, 95-ish degree exhaust roof, I don't know. The cylinder with those little bumps, them little bastards at the top of that damn squish band, killed me last night. I don't have my bracket made up to cut the squish yet. I'm waiting for some material to come in, so I was just trying to cut it by hand. It wasn't happening. Was not happening. I tried every material I could get, short of making a wooden mandrel and putting some sandpaper on it to sand it, but it wasn't happening. Finally, I said, screw it, and cut a pop-up piston, which that worked out pretty well, actually. So with a little bit of material I was to take out of the band, along with about a 40 thou base cut, I ended up with right at 22 thou squish. And my numbers before I've put a grinder on it at all on the cylinder are about 98, 121, and 77-ish, 76 point something. I can't remember now. You'll see all of it in this video. But what I ended up doing to get a little bit more intake duration was I just took a very tiny bit, little slot out of the bottom of the piston skirt, which put me right at about 80 on the intake. I didn't really want to lower that intake port because of that little hole, that little impulse hole, or whatever you want to call it. It's very close to the floor already, and I don't want to chance that. I don't know. Last night was just kind of a cluster. I still haven't done the muffler mod. The damn thing doesn't just have a little tack weld. It's actually welded. So it's a fold over that is welded. And it's stainless. So cutting it off isn't really an option either, because when I go to weld it back, it's going to look like teetotal crap. I mean, if it was just a black muffler, yeah, I'd cut it, weld it back, and paint it. But with it being stainless, I don't want it to look like that. This is a customer saw. I don't want it to look like crap. So I think what I'm going to do with it is I'm just going to drill that baffle out as much as possible. Take my grinder in there and try to grind them slots open as much as possible. I know y'all hear my little girl singing. Sorry. But I think that's what I'm going to do with that, and just put a... I was going to do an Egan deflector on it, but I don't like the fact that I'm not going to be able to get in that can to put a nut back behind there. So I'm going to do a West Coast deflector with their little pop rivet expander kit they got. So it's going to end up being a triple port with the baffle drilled and ground out as much as possible. And hopefully I'll have this thing back together fairly soon, if I can find the circlip that I thought fell into the crankcase, but I can't find it. Rora, hush, baby. I've been all through that crankcase with a flashlight. I don't see it. I've turned the saw over and shook the crap out of it, and I can't find the circlip. So I ordered some, and we may just end up having to wait till they get here to finish this up. But How that saw ran as good as it did with a 94, 95 degree exhaust roof, I'm completely baffled by it. But y'all watch the rest of the video, and hey, if y'all got any tips, any pointers, shoot them to me. Like I said, I'm still waiting for a bracket so I can actually machine the squish band, but I really want to buy Dino Joe's squish mandrel set, but I mean, I'm not saying it's not worth it, but I just don't have the money it takes. Is that funny, baby? To buy the mandrels and all the adapters that it takes. I mean, you're talking, I don't know, between $650 to $800 to get both mandrels and all the adapters that they take. And then you have to, put your order in the significantly. It's early, y'all. In a sufficient amount of time in order to get it back, because he makes them. I just don't have the money for that right now. After I bought this lathe and the investments I put in some other things, I mean, just in the saws that I've been able to get, yeah, I've gotten really good deals on them, but I mean, it's still money, y'all. I want to get a Lucky Dog handpiece, but they've been out of stock for a month now, and they're not cheap. So I don't know, just kind of rambling now. Anyways, y'all watch the video. Any tips, pointers, please help me out, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Anybody who's not liked and subscribed, y'all hook me up. Trying to build these numbers up, and like I said, I think I'm going to do a giveaway whenever I hit 500, and then do a pretty significant giveaway whenever I get to 1,000. Anyway, God bless y'all. Enjoy the video. Any information you can help me with, shoot it to me. Talk to y'all later. All right, guys. We're going to pull some numbers. See what we're working with here. Light's pretty dull. So what I like to do is I like to take these little feeler gauges for carburetors, and then I'll stick it down in there and let it sit there, and then I'll back it down till it stops. And then I'm going to zero me out. I'll roll her on through. And there we go. 147.1. Let's actually say call that 147. So what is that? 1770 is 140. 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So that's 73.5. Intake of 73.5. So we'll roll this back to 73.5. That looks pretty damn close to top dead center. We'll get that off of there for that gets, well, it's on there pretty good. All right, so we have 73.5. So it's probably like 74 because I used the smallest filler gauge I could. And here we go. Make sure. I may need to get a dig on flashlight. I mean, batteries for this flashlight. $73.5 right there. $73.8. It's pretty close. I'll roll with that. That's close enough. Alright, so 73.5, 73.8. It's probably a 74 degree intake. It's kind of hard to see where it's at. But I mean, 73.5 rose to 74, 73.8 definitely rolls to 74, so we'll call it a 74 degree intake. I don't like how it's leaning. There we go. Ooh, shoulder just popped. Everybody does their first light different. I like to do mine looking at the very top, and as soon as I see a crack of light, that's what I call first light. Right there. Right there. Right there. Ain't no damn way that's right. Ain't no way that's right. That's impossible. No. Hell no. Hell no. Nope, not buying that one. Not buying that one. So, get out my little handy dandy bore scope and really see where this daggone thing cracks at. Because that's full of shit. There's no way that thing's got a 94 degree exhaust roof. Ain't no damn way. Right there. Right there. It's a 95-degree exhaust roof, y'all. Holy shit. Holy shit. 95-degree exhaust roof? That's insane. So I'm seeing a huge base cut is what I'm seeing. Alright, transfer's cracking right there. Check all the way around. Get back in there. Yeah, transfer's cracking right there. There we go. Looks like they're dead on. They're not stepped at all. Maybe a few degrees. Maybe there's a crack on one right there. 118, call that 119. And then there's a crack right there. No, right there. It's 121. I doubt there's any difference in those actually. Yeah, yeah, never mind. I'm seeing it back there now. So 119, 74, 94, 119. So I'm seeing I'm probably going to, just based off of this, I'll probably shoot for 100, 120, 80, honestly. And I'm gonna have to take about 60 thou off that base. Which means I'm gonna have to take about 40 thou out of that band. Holy crap, y'all. That is insane. A 94-degree roof. 74, I'm sorry, 94, 120, 74. Those are the numbers. Holy crap. I don't know how this thing has any torque. So we're about to change it. All right, y'all. Those are the numbers. Talk to you later. I'm finna get busy. Guys, this is the G366 Pro cylinder. And I'm not real happy about it being a quad open port, but this thing is immaculate. Like, beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. The only thing that's killing me right now are these numbers. I mean, 94-degree exhaust roof. 94-degree exhaust roof. 74 on the intake, 120 on the transfers. And they open at the same time. That combustion chamber looks like it's pretty tight. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of wiggle room to take a lot of that band out. So base gasket's 20 thou, which if I just did a base gasket delete, that would put me at about a 96-degree exhaust roof, 76-degree intake, which I can't really go much lower than that. I mean, there's some room there, but not much at all. I can't really. I'm gonna have to take some off the base. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. But that's going to give me, if I wasn't to take anything off the base and just did a base gasket delete, that would give me like 11 or 12,000 squish. I mean, that's not going to fly. I am going to have to take some out of that squish band. I'm torn. I am torn. I mean, this freaking cylinder is amazing, though. I will give them that. This thing is spectacular. It does not want to focus on that, though, does it? Anyway, it says Farmer Tech, Farmer Boss, part number, but it will not focus on it. Anyway, as y'all can see, like I said, this exhaust roof is basically polished already. I'm torn. I don't know what I'm gonna do number-wise on this thing. Piston looks great. Cross hatching, perfect. That is freaking sweet that they laser etched the top of that piston. Windows, big open windows. I mean, huge open windows on this thing. Crankcase looks freaking beautiful. Crank looks great. Absolutely no play in that whatsoever. Even the base on the crankcase is perfect. I mean, man, they really stepped their game up. This is awesome. I don't know what to do about these numbers, though. Now we're trying to get our mandrel cut for this 47mm cylinder. This should put me about 48, 49. And then the rest of these are just going to be little short cleanup cuts. Still haven't made my mind up what I'm going to do. So that's a tough situation to call. I don't like taking that much out of the band. I mean, I do what I got to do, but it's just not something I want to do. It's kind of cutting it close. Let's see where we're at. It's actually closer to 50. Which this round stock, man, it had some craziness going on. I took probably close to 10 thou off of it, and I hadn't even started taking off all the finish yet, so it was definitely out of whack. Alright, so we're at 49, well, let's just call it 50. Get us a touch right here, boom, come out, adjust. So we need to take off. Probably gonna take off about 1/100 of an inch, 1/10 of an inch. That would put me at, what is that, millimeter wide? No, that'd be too much. That'd be too much. So we're gonna go 5/100 of an inch. Let's see where that puts us. It's hard trying to do the hundredths to thousandths. Let's see where that puts us. Okay, yeah, I'm taking a good bit more of that off. Alright, so let's back that up. I'm going to take that much more off on this cut. And I'm gonna let y'all go and I'm gonna get back to work. Alright guys, so I just got through doing my machine work. I took 40 thou off the base, and that freaking squish band, I don't know what the hell them knots are made out of, but I couldn't cut through them for shit. So I had enough of fighting it, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna cut a pop-up piston. So that's what I did. I think I took about 23 thou off a piston. Ended up with 23 something squish. My numbers ended up being almost 78 intake, like 77.8. So 78 intake. 90, right at 98 exhaust, and transfers are 121. So honestly, I don't need to mess with just about anything. Now I also did a little work on this piston. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I gave that just a little bit of a lip right in there. I'm gonna try to hit that 80 on intake without messing with anything else on that cylinder. So I just took a little bit out of that skirt right there. You just can see it, if you can see it. You can see it, just a little bit of a lip right there. And I took some more weight off that piston, cleaned it up on the inside. So with the weight taken off from the pop-up piston, and that right there, that little bit of lip I put in there, this piston is going to be super light, running a 98-degree exhaust roof. This damn thing's going to absolutely scream. I did see with the gasket, y'all guys got to forgive me, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, I've been going at this all night. So the gasket, you're gonna have to do some trimming on the gasket. It don't want to, it's blocking your transfers. Boom, there we go. All right, so here we are lined up, and the gaskets are overhanging the transfers. So nothing can't be fixed easily, but just something to look out for. And other than that, I gotta find my damn circlip that came out on me. I don't know if it's in the crankcase or if it's just down here in this damn whatever it's called, tank blocker, tank guard, whatever, but I gotta find it. Other than that, I'm gonna finish doing up, I am gonna widen my exhaust. I'm gonna widen my exhaust, widen my intake. I may give it a little, I don't know, we'll see. Clean up the transfers just a little bit. Just kind of give them a little bit better flow, which, I mean, them things look fantastic. That's it though, really, man. Just gonna widen them up, polish that exhaust, and I'm gonna rock with these numbers. I mean, it kind of put me in a bind with the 94-degree freaking exhaust roof. That was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, all right, guys. Next time y'all see this, hopefully I'll have this thing back together and see what she's got. Anyway, God bless y'all. Have a good one, and talk to y'all later.